This is NewsBreak26 in Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. Grand Manan school teacher Andrew Jones captured on video his now famous close encounter with the white shark in the Bay of Fundy. It's now been viewed hundreds of thousands of times since he posted it on Thursday, and he has since sent CHCO even more footage from his epic experience getting up close and personal with the apex predator. According to marine biologists who work in the Bay of Fundy, there are now well over 100 white sharks in the bay during the summer months. While that number might sound intimidating to those who fear the predator, keep in mind that white sharks don't consider humans prey and shark attacks are extremely rare, with only about a dozen people in total killed worldwide in shark attacks every year. As for Jones, the encounter has only made him love life on the water even more.
Nature is amazing. Each time the shark would come around the boat, you would look it right in the eye. It was so close. I spoke to Dr. Andrew at the Grand Manan Whale Research Center last year, and he said, you know, the next thing you're likely to see is swordfish, because as the bay is warming up, that probably is the next species. Well, that's quite exciting to me. I've never seen a swordfish, and I'd like to have a video of one.
Grand Manan has been without an island-based air ambulance service since December of 2022. That's when Grand Manan-based Atlantic Charters stopped operating as both a medevac service and a commercial airline, after Transport Canada introduced new regulations over the number of hours pilots can fly. Atlantic Charters has been in contract negotiations with Ambulance New Brunswick ever since, but in the meantime, the lack of a service stationed on the island has made recent medical emergencies even more critical. Grand Manan Mayor Bonnie Moore says the most recent medical emergency in mid-July took nearly 6 hours to be airlifted from the island.
We had a medevac call come in. Because we have runway construction, we have to turn on the lights manually, so our CAO went out to turn on the lights. The first call came in at 9 o'clock. The medevac plane couldn't land on the island because fog came in during that time period, and eventually the JRCC helicopter had to come to the island to do the medevac, but that was closer to 2:30, so that is a really long duration to be waiting for access to health care, and that's really been our concern right along, is Grand Mananers deserve the same access to health care that the rest of New Brunswick has.
Moore says contract negotiations aside, an immediate solution needs to be put in place.
The best solution is we need a plane based on Grand Manan, which is what we have said from the beginning of this situation. What we need right now is whatever interim measures we can come up with, be it a helicopter to cover the duration of the runway construction. There is a backup plane in Moncton that could provide some partial relief for some parts of the time. There's a variety of things that could happen, but something needs to happen. There's been enough talking. It's time for action.
Finally, the 9th annual Soapbox Derby took place in St. George on Saturday as part of the Summerfest activities in Eastern Charlotte. The over 2-hour event saw young competitors race down Latite Road in homemade non-motorized race cars that rely solely on gravity to propel forward, putting young drivers' engineering skills, creativity, and driving prowess to the test. The Derby is a thrilling annual spectacle embodying the spirit of ingenuity and friendly competition, with many proud parents and community members cheering on all the competitors. In the 2 competitor categories, William Giesbrecht won over Madeline Clark in the finals for the 6 to 9-year-old age group. And in the 10 to 14-year-old age category, Jaden Ross won in an extremely close final round versus Gavin Hatt. The community event is one of our favorites of the year to attend, and we look forward to the 10th edition in 2024. That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, follow us on Facebook at CHCO-TV.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.